महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे, ओ बाबा मधुबन वाले। महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे, ओ बाबा मधुबन वाले।
तो आज बाप दादा को आप सब बच्चों के जमा खाते देखने का संकल्प है, देखा भी है, आगे भी देखेंगे। क्यों बाप दादा ने ये पहले ही बच्चों को सूचना दे दी है कि जमा के खाता जमा करने का समय अब संगम युग है। इस संगम युग पर अब जितना जमा करने जाओ, सारे कलम का खाता आप जमा कर सकते हो। फिर जमा के खाते की बैंक की बंद हो जाएगी, फिर क्या करेंगे? इसलिए बाप दादा को बच्चों से प्यार है ना, तो बाप दादा जानते हैं कि बच्चे अलबेलेपन में कभी भूल जाते हैं। हो जाएगा, देख लेंगे, कर तो रही है, चल तो रही है ना। बड़े मजे से कहते, आप देख नहीं रहे हो, हम कर रहे हैं, चल तो रहे हैं, और क्या करें? लेकिन चलना और उड़ना कितना फर्क है। चल रहे हो वो फर्क है, लेकिन अभी चलने का समय समाप्त हो रहा है, अभी उड़ने का समय, तभी मंजिल पर पहुंच सकेंगे। साधारण परीक्षा में आना, भगवान का बच्चा और साधारण प्रजा शब्द है। इसलिए बाप दादा यही चाहता है कि आज से होली का अर्थ है न बीती सो बीती। होली मनाने आए हो तो बीती सो बीती। कोई भी कारण से अगर कोई भी कमजोरी रही हुई है तो अब घड़ी बीती सो बीती कर अपना चित्र स्मृति में लाओ, अपना ही चित्रकार बन, अपना चित्र निकालो। बाप दादा पता है अभी भी एक एक बच्चे का कौन सा चित्र सामने देख रहा है। पता है कौन सा चित्र देख रहे हैं? अभी आप सभी भी अपना चित्र खींचो। आता है चित्र खींचने, आता है ना? श्रेष्ठ संकल्प के कलम से अपना चित्र अभी अभी सामने लाओ। पहले सभी ड्रिल करो, माइंड ड्रिल, घर में इंद्रियों की ड्रिल नहीं, मन की ड्रिल करो। रेडी? ड्रिल करने के लिए रेडी है? कांधे लाओ।
वो तीर्थ बना है तुमसे ओ अब्बा वो वाले, वो तीर्थ बना है तुमसे ओ अब्बा वो वाले। महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे।
ओम शांति। अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत है। आज है दिन 3। इस अव्यक्ति मास में बंधन मुक्त रहे, जीवन मुक्त स्थिति का अनुभव करो। आज का विषय है जीवन बंध के धागे। अव्यक्त इशारे। मेजॉरिटी बच्चों ने अभी लोहे की जंजीरें तो काट ली हैं, लेकिन बहुत महीन और रॉयल धागे अभी भी बंधे हुए हैं। कई पर्सनालिटी फील करने वाले हैं, स्वयं में अच्छाइयाँ है नहीं, लेकिन महसूस ऐसे होती है कि हम बहुत अच्छे हैं, हम बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। यह जीवन बंध के धागे मेजॉरिटी में है। बाप दादा अब इन धागों से भी मुक्त, जीवन मुक्त देखना चाहते हैं। अभी हम मोहिनी दीदी से सुनेंगे। दिलाराम भट्टी का जो अभ्यास का पॉइंट रहेगा, हम बाबा को दिलाराम के रूप में याद करेंगे, द कंफर्टर ऑफ हार्ट्स। अभी हम मोहिनी दीदी से सुनेंगे।
ओम शांति। सभी ठीक है? इस बार बाबा ने मुरली में अलबेलापन शब्द यूज किया। मैं समझती हूँ कि हम सभी को अपने जीवन में रूहानी यात्रा में ऐसा लगता होगा कि कभी कभी अलबेलापन इस हिसाब से हो सकता है कि आपके अभ्यास में या याद की यात्रा में कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा कम पुरुषार्थ होगा। मैंने देखा कि 3 बातें बहुत जरूरी हैं। सबसे पहले ज्ञान का मंथन, क्योंकि विचार सागर मंथन जिसको बाबा हमेशा कहता है कि वो ही तुम्हारी शक्ति है, तो ज्ञान का मंथन जरूरी है। दूसरा, ये जो भिन्न भिन्न तरह के आजकल अभ्यास ड्रिल जिसको बाबा कहते हैं वो जरूरी है। और तीसरा, बाबा की याद भी जरूरी है। बेशक ये तीनों आपस में कनेक्टेड है, परंतु अलग भी हैं। मुझे याद है कि पिछले साल तक मैं मुरली को इतना स्टडी करती थी, फिर डायरीज रखी, इसमें धारणा की, इसमें ये है, इसमें ये। अभी 1 साल से वो नहीं कर पाती हूँ, लेकिन मंथन तो चलता है। पर जैसे और आज अटेंशन गया कल से लेके कि और ज्यादा चाहिए विचार सागर मंथन। हमारी दादी थी, सदा ज्ञान का ही मंथन, ज्ञान का ही चर्चा, वर्णन, आपस में लेन देन। क्योंकि बेशक हम लोगों को बहुत तरह की ड्रिल मिली है, बट्ठी है, पर वो एक अलग सब्जेक्ट हो जाता है। और फिर बाबा की याद, तो हमें क्या जरूरत रहेगी अभी के समय अनुसार? हमारी स्थिति श्रेष्ठ हो और बाबा की याद हो। क्योंकि अगर हमारी स्थिति श्रेष्ठ नहीं होती तो याद भी जिस तरह से होनी चाहिए वो नहीं रहती, और दिन प्रतिदिन याद नेचुरल स्वाभाविक भी होती जा रही है, पर कभी काफी घंटे तक भूल भी जाती है। तो अगर हम लोग अटेंशन दे सब बातों पर तो स्थिति ऊंची रहेगी और बाबा की याद रहेगी, जिसकी हमें वर्तमान समय पर बहुत बहुत आवश्यक है। बाबा ने भोग के संदेश में भी कहा और कल के भी इशारे में बताया कि ये जीवन मुक्ति के प्रारब्ध की वेला है संगम युग पर। तो बाबा ने कहा कि बहुत प्राप्तियां हो रही हैं, और प्राप्तियों में भी दो प्रकार है। एक बाहरी रूप से साधन मिलते हैं, सेवा बढ़ रही है, और दूसरा है सूक्ष्म तरह की प्राप्ति है, जो कि शक्तियां हैं, बाबा के गुण हैं। और बाबा ने कहा जितनी प्राप्ति है उतनी परीक्षाएं भी होगी। तो अगर हमने बहुत अच्छी तरह मंथन किया है, याद भी स्वाभाविक होती जा रही है, तो जरूर है परीक्षाओं में पार होंगे। जो बाबा ने कहा, चाहे परिस्थितियों की है, चाहे समस्या है, चाहे कोई भी तरह के, दिन प्रतिदिन बाबा बंधनों को और सूक्ष्म और गहराई से हमें रियलाइज कराना चाहते हैं कि इन बंधनों को तो तोड़ना पड़ेगा, तभी तो जीवन मुक्त बनेगा। अगर बंधन है, मुक्त नहीं है, तो जीवन में जो अनुभव होने चाहिए, जैसे अभी बहुत ध्यान में आ रहा है सभी के कि सत्युग में संस्कार तो नहीं बनाएंगे ना, संगम युग पर, वो भी संगम युग के अंतिम समय पर जो कुछ हमने अपने में भरा है, अपने को बनाया है, वही हमारा भविष्य है। क्योंकि भविष्य में तो नहीं करेंगे ना कुछ पुरुषार्थ, तो थोड़ा इस पर और अटेंशन देने से हम अपनी जो लक्ष्य है उसको प्राप्त कर सकेंगे। तो आज बाबा कह रहे हैं कि जीवन बंध के धागे, मेजॉरिटी बच्चों ने, मेजॉरिटी बच्चों ने सभी लोहे की जंजीरें, जैसे दे दे के संबंध, मतलब काफी जंजीरें तो काट ली हैं, लेकिन बहुत महीन और रॉयल धागे अभी भी बंधे हुए हैं। और बाबा आज जो वर्णन कर रहे हैं रॉयल धागों को, वो कैसे कर रहे हैं कि कई पर्सनैलिटी फील करने वाले स्वयं में अच्छाइयाँ हैं, है नहीं, लेकिन महसूस ऐसे होता है कि हम बहुत अच्छे हैं। एक बार बाबा ने नया कोई था, मधु बन गया, बच्चे कितनी याद रहती है बाबा? 24 घंटे। बाबा ने कहा मेरी भी नहीं रहती 24 घंटे तो। हाँ, फिर बाबा ने उससे थोड़ा और विस्तार, तो कई बार ऐसा हमको लगता है, कई बार, हाँ, जो भ्रांति है, एक माया है अंदर में कि मेरा तो बहुत आजकल ये बहुत अच्छा है। हम्म, बेशक एक तरफ तो बाबा कहते हैं अपनी विशेषताओं को पहचानो, सेवा में लगाओ और अपनी कमजोरियों को दूर करो, और दूसरी तरफ फिर बाबा कहता है कि अच्छाई वो है नहीं पर समझते मेरे में है। हम बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, मतलब ये सही तरह से है या हम बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। यह जीवन बंधन के धागे मेजॉरिटी में है, मेजॉरिटी। बाप दादा अब इन धागों से मुक्त जीवन मुक्ति में सबको देखना चाहते हैं। तो ये कभी कभी बंधन जो है ना उसका भारीपन है, कभी ना कभी कुछ ना कुछ व्यर्थ चल जाता है। व्यर्थ चलना बहुत बड़ा बंधन है, किसी आत्मा के प्रति, किसी परिस्थिति के कारण। इसका मतलब हर संकल्प समर्थ हो, श्रेष्ठ हो, ऊंच हो, सबके कल्याण के लिए हो, शुभ भावना का हो, वरदानी हो संकल्प, और फिर बोल भी ऐसे हो तो कर्म भी ऐसे ही हो। तो इसलिए आज कुछ समझ रहे हैं, कुछ और फिर गहराई में मनन चिंतन करके अभी हम 3 मिनट के लिए वो जीवन मुक्त स्थिति जो कल बाबा ने कहा कि प्रारब्ध जो है वो उसकी स्थिति का अनुभव करेंगे। ओम शांति।
बाबा तेरी मीठी मुरली की धुन सुन कर के मन हर्षाए।
अव्यक्तवाणी तारीख है 3 मई 1977। कर्मों की अति गुह्य गति। महावीर अर्थात फुल नॉलेज, पूर्ण ज्ञान। फुल नॉलेज वाले कभी फेल नहीं हो सकते। फेल अर्थात नापास तब होते हैं जब नॉलेज का कोई पार्ट याद नहीं होता। नॉलेजफुल बनना है, सिर्फ नॉलेज नहीं। यह नई बात है, यह पता नहीं। उन्हों के यह शब्द कभी नहीं होंगे। लास्ट का पुरुषार्थ व लास्ट की सर्विस कौन सी है? आजकल जो पुरुषार्थ चाहिए व सर्विस चाहिए वह है वृत्ति से वायुमंडल को पावरफुल, शक्तिशाली बनाना। क्योंकि मैच्योरिटी अपने पुरुषार्थ से आगे बढ़ने में असमर्थ होते हैं, तो ऐसे असमर्थ व कमजोर आत्माओं को अपने वृत्ति द्वारा बल देना यह अति आवश्यक है। अभी यह सर्विस चाहिए, क्योंकि वाणी से बहुत सुनकर समझते अभी हम सब फुल हो गए हैं, कोई नई बात नहीं लगेंगी। वाणी से नहीं लेने चाहते। वृत्ति का डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन वायुमंडल से है। वायुमंडल पावरफुल होने से सब सेफ हो जाएंगे। यही आजकल की विशेष सेवा है। अच्छा, आगे की मुरली कल सुनेंगे। ओम शांति।
तेरी मीठी मुरली की धुन सुन कर के मन हर्षाए, हो सुन कर के मन हर्षाए। ओ मधुबन वाले बाबा, ओ मीठे प्यारे बाबा, तूने प्यार जो दिया है, तूने प्यार जो दिया है, भला कैसे भुलाए। ओ मधुबन वाले बाबा।
उसमें कृष्ण ऐसा नहीं कह सकते हैं दूसरा कुछ। मैं जो आप देखते हैं बच्चों को, और बच्चे भी दो को देखते हैं। बाप दादा की दोनों आंखें है नहीं। नजदीक है तभी भी दादा को बाबा को याद करना है, तो जो पाप है वो कट जा रहे। तो कोई इतना नजदीक होते भी फिर भी कोई कोई वक्त में हम एक बैठ करके बात कर दूसरे को भूल जाते हैं। देखते भी है तो भी है, दोनों देखते हैं, पर जो कोई वक्त में हम अपन को कहते हैं, हम देखते हैं, बाबा के लिए कहते नहीं तो भूल जाते हैं। अगर ये याद रहे बाबा को कि अब शिव और ये दोनों देखते हैं बच्चों को, और सजीव याद रहे तो बहुत अच्छा। और जो समय नहीं है, पुरुषार्थ करते रहते हैं तो भूल जाते हैं। माया भुला देती है ना बच्चे, बस यही बातें भुलाती है। क्योंकि या तो बाप का तो मुंह देखते हैं, दादा का मुंह देखा तो बाप का भी देखा, ऐसे कहेंगे ना। क्योंकि बच्चे जानते हैं कि ये बाप दादा दोनों का शरीर है अभी। और बच्चे ये भी जानते हैं कि हमको शिव बाबा ने एडॉप्ट किया है। किस द्वारा एडॉप्ट किया है? हाँ, किस द्वारा? बाबा द्वारा एडॉप्ट किया है। तो दोनों बाबाएं हो जाते हैं। हाँ, बाबा ने बाबा द्वारा तुमको एडॉप्ट किया है। हाँ, बताओ। चंद्रमणि एक ठीक है जी है, ये कहती है बाबा ने बाबा द्वारा अडॉप्ट किया है, ठीक है? हाँ हाँ
माता द्वारा
क्या
माता द्वारा
माता द्वारा? हाँ
बड़ी माँ
तो ब्रह्मा द्वारा या माता पिता द्वारा?
माँ भी है।
माँ भी है। तो ये जो पुकारते हैं तुम माता पिता हम बालक तेरे, वो किसको पुकारते हैं? हाँ साकार को बोलते हैं। ये जो सभी भक्ति मार्गों में पुकारते हैं तुम माता पिता हम बालक तेरे, तुम्हारी कृपा से सुख घने रे, तो शिव बाबा को नहीं याद करते हैं, सिर्फ ब्रह्मा को।
शिव बाबा जब साकार तन में आया,
अभी तक जब तक नहीं आया तब तक
आया था तो याद कर सकती है।
आया था।
आया तो याद कर।
तुम जब भक्ति मार्ग में थी तब क्या तुमको ये मालूम था कि आगे आया था?
नहीं, वो तो अब भी बदलाते हैं।
तो बाबा तो अभी के लिए पूछते हैं नहीं, ये जब मनुष्य पुकारते हैं तो माता पिता हम बालक तेरे, तुम्हारी कृपा से सुख घने रे।
प्राणों के प्राण है हम पर तेरे बड़े एहसान, कि तुमने प्रभु से मिला दिया, कि तुमने प्रभु से मिला दिया। तेरे कर्म इतने महान जो लगने लगे तुम्ही भगवान, कि तुमने अंतर मिटा दिया।
Om Shanti. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life, free from subtle strings of being in a life of bondage. The majority of children have now cut away their iron chains, but their very refined and subtle strings still remain. There are many who feel that they have a good personality. They may not have goodness in them, but they feel that they are very good and that they are moving forward very quickly. The majority of you have those strings of being in a life of bondage. Bap Dada now wishes to see you free from those strings and liberated in life. Om Shanti. Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 3. In this Avyakta month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's topic, free from subtle stirrings of being in a life of bondage. Today, Dilaram Bhatti point to remember Baba, Dilaram, the comforter of hearts. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay in the Vyakti Parivar. Recognition of Baba is the foundation of Brahman life. What you were listening to, Baba is talking to Dadis. That two Babas have one face, right? So whom are you seeing? Even yesterday when you all heard, it was similar kind of thing where Baba wanted them to recognize. And then Baba said, Shiv Baba looks at the souls, but I look at the body. So little points, but it's the foundation. Sometimes we could think it's a very simple conversation, but is Baba wanted them to recognize who is there, what's the relationship. That when you pray, you say, Thou art mother and father. So who is mother, father? Baba, you know certain things. After Murli, he will go for long walk. And there were some of the roads which were like going up. And all of us after Murli will follow Baba for walk. So Mama was also very fast. Even her body was heavy, but very, very light. And all of us used to kind of struggle. We'll go out of breath and then slow down, but Baba was constantly going fast. And then in the afternoon, around 5, Baba used to come out where now we have Tower of Peace. That was like plain place. And Baba used to come and play there with us. One is badminton and other was cricket. So while playing, especially when he will just stop and say, with whom are you playing? So generally we will say Baba, mother, father, Bab Dada. And this is how we used to come to know that now Shiv Baba has come and Brahma Baba. And it's not while playing Shiv Baba comes in Brahma, because Shiv Baba says, I don't perform actions, right? So what times he could come and what times he couldn't. So he will just stop. And when he stopped, we knew our attention will go towards Baba. And Baba called one of us and say, with whom are you playing? It's kind of reminding us that Bap Dada are there, Mat Pita, mother and father, and our relationship with both. Once we asked Mama, whom do you remember more, Shiv Baba or Brahma Baba? She said, for me, both are together. If I remember Shiv Baba, then through Brahma Baba, he has to give me drishti. Or it is through Brahma Baba, he will speak what he has to say. So she always said that she can't separate them. She always see them together. And, many times he will ask her, how many hours, Dadi? Mama, you remember Baba? She will smile and say, you all should ask me how much I forget Baba. That means her love, her, whatever it is, that there was quite a lot of remembrance. And Mama will always tell us that power of yoga is most important. All subtle obstacles which block your effort, whichever way, can only be removed if you have good power of yoga. In Hindi, power is called bal, Shakti also. Gyan bal, Yog bal, you need both. Power of knowledge and power of yoga, both are important. So this is how Baba Mama sustained Dadis. And of course, some of us, I was there too for quite a while, not staying because I was still a student, but very often spending few days. And Baba will also come to Delhi. Once we had fortune from the center I was to host Baba in Delhi. Because when Baba comes, that means at that time, now there are thousands and 100,000 Baba's children. But even that time, if all came from Delhi, all the centers, there will be 2,000. So that means we need big lawns or halls, something. So there was a student, and those days there were British buildings, big lawns, big buildings. So one of the students, his first IP, I should say, was Dr. L.S. Mathur, and his some of the family still in California. So 21 days Baba stayed there, and Baba, every time there was something, myself and one other sister, we used to sleep in living room. We will remove the table and on the floor, because there were few with Baba, they all had rooms. But then at the back of the yard, there was, they call it servants' quarter. Those days, no, there were servants and they had separate quarters. So Baba will teach so many things. One was his punctuality. My duty was to take Baba from behind the stage, on the stage. And when I will go, because suppose I am at the back doing something, Baba will be quietly standing there. And then I will hold hand and take Baba on the stage. Many, many times he will come in the room. Daughter, get up. I said, yeah. As soon as Baba came in, we used to wake up. Hold my finger and he will say, it's going to rain, it's raining. Now tomorrow when children come, all the lawns will be wet. So where will they sit? which we had already planned. There was some concrete also and shade, and because even if you put tents, then they could get wet also. So he taught so many little things without even saying, observing Baba. And of course, we know he was such a royal personality. But one thing which I never forget about Brahma Baba is his smile, his cheerfulness. So many obstacles, so many tests, take care of 300 children. So much must be happening every day. There are a lot of stories we hear. But Baba will keep smiling, very detached, very lovely. And that was from very beginning. So whenever Baba talks of being detached and lovely, Brahma Baba was example. So it's so lovely to hear Baba, right? So our foundation also have to be recognition of both Baba. Some say, oh no, what we have to do with Brahma Baba? But we not Shiv Kumar Kumaris. No? What are we? Brahma Kumar Kumaris. So who is the father? That's why Baba says, when we say mother, father, once Baba said, who is mother, who is father? So Shiv Baba is father, and it is through Brahma Baba we are his mouth progeny, so he is mother. So lot can be shared, but let's say what Baba has to say. Baba is saying the strengths of being in a life of bondage. Majority of children have now Baba said majority children have to cut away they have cut away their iron chains, but they are very refined and subtle strings still remain. Do you all feel that pull? I feel.
Sometimes.
You do too? Baba said there are many who feel that they have a good personality. They might not have goodness in them, but they feel they are very good. We feel we all are very good. And that they are moving forward very fast. The majority of you have those strengths of being in a life of bondage. Bab Dada now wishes, New Year good wishes, Baba's wishes to be free, to see you free from those subtle strings. Yeah, it's a lot to think about and watch ourselves and see what strings Baba is talking about. Right? So each one of us, that's Baba's wish to see us free from all the bondages. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
When you look at that screen every night and see those people that have so much love, I'm seeing Amparo in Colombia and Lynn in Thailand and all your friends, it must make your heart just swell.
Mhm.
There's so much love out there
Mohini
for you,
Didi.
isn't there? Avyakti
दिखाई
Parivar.
नहीं,
So much love for this one.
यही दिखाई दे
So I want to ask you some questions about love. Because yesterday you brought a message from Baba, and it shared a lot about the energy of love. And I've noticed that over the last number of years, you have been brought some pretty serious conflict situations, and you're only choosing love to resolve them. No matter how much people want you to do something fast and do something different. So how does the energy of love work in conflict?
But one of the formula which I learned from Baba, I don't know which Murli, but whenever Baba said, or Dadi Gulzar said that either both are right or both are wrong. So you're not looking at this one's fault and this one is the victim. This one did it, other one is the victim. So our attitude, an attitude of looking at both our souls, both are Baba's children, and then, whatever at that time one feels. But it's very, very important to have that love which helps us to be not liking one, not liking other one. I have to like both. And when you have that kind of feeling, I'm sure that that love, some or other, help both the souls. Nobody feels bad or guilty or, So this is what I had been. Because there is always something, between each of them. Otherwise, why there is a conflict? We say it in Hindi that if you want to clap, you can't do it with one hand, right?
Right.
It has to be both hands to clap. So we say, no, left did right, right didn't do right. Doesn't work. So that when there is love for the souls, Baba's children, or wherever is the conflict, but also at that time one has to be detached and allow everyone to say what they want to say. Listen to them and then give the appropriate answer, help them.
I think you're melting them with your love. And so how do we recognize when we have attachment? I mean, love and attachment can look a little similar, right? How do we recognize when actually there's attachment there?
There is sorrow, there is concern, there is worry. And as soon as you know there is sorrow, love has changed to attachment. Because some kind of dependency, whether emotional or physically, also gets created. And because of that dependency, we continue to maintain that kind of attachment. But also we have to be careful that love is there and I have to, in my life do whatever is right, but always make right choices. Not get, when there is attachment,
Right.
you follow, you are obedient, but sometimes it could be wrong.
Right.
So even anyone you have to follow or listen to and do what they want you to do, you have to be very careful. And Dadi Janki always used to say that it's not, you don't remember your relatives or students, but if they keep remembering you, that's also not right.
And there's attachment.
So, because that's a pull, no, very subtle.
Mm-hmm. So on this business of dependency, now you have some dependency on Sister Bhumi. She does a bunch of things that you need her to do. I have dependency on people with technology skills. I can sit for hours trying to figure something out and I need their help. How do we make sure that those kinds of dependencies don't turn into the wrong kind of relationship?
I think that if we look at whole life, there is codependency. And what I receive and ask Bhumi what she receives. Whenever I go to any doctor, and in the beginning we didn't have insurance, so we didn't have that much money also. So when everything finishes, and Kalaban being doctor, she makes appointment. So Kalaban has checkbook. I don't have anything. So she goes out and whatever is the bill. And here little thing is hundreds of dollars. But I will sit there, and then he comes and in our clothes, what you do, and I start talking. And after 5 minutes, he will go out and tell at reception, no fee, that's free. So I think that I always feel that I am serving and they have to serve, right? So it's not doing towards individual, but I think it's the values in the life. Okay. So I remember that whenever myself, many of us went from foreign countries to India, everyone will ask, you still carry your bag? You still do? Because they need one person to do everything. Mm-hmm. But we did everything. But then a time comes where you need help. So if dependency is there, it could be from very beginning, somebody has to do this for me. I was very active, did everything for myself. Mm-hmm. But at the time, but I always feel whole life, if you see from very beginning as a child, you depend on parents, some that dependency, I call it more interdependency, codependency, is from both sides.
So I want to ask you about spiritual friendship, because you've had close friendships with Dr. Nirmala, with Sister Genti. Look at that picture up there, you with Dadi. I mean, that is some deep spiritual friendship. So if you would share a little bit about spiritual friendship, two kinds. One kind among BKs and another kind with contacts and logics, like our friend Lloyd Casson, right? People like that.
One time Dadi Janki was saying, do we have attachment? So we said, well, there is a lot of love. She said, no, we need to have attachment. So I said, why? It's a family, it's a support, it's like. And then Dadi immediately said that you all have made me what I am today. Mm-hmm. And you all are what I am today. In the sense, it's like she shares with us, mm-hmm. and we also in a way support her. Right. And that becomes her image, And so I think attachment. Now I give you example. If when Brahma Baba was like our life, right? Parents, and we came to knowledge because of Baba. When he left the body, it was 12:30. midnight. I had just gone to sleep and somebody knocked my door and I opened. They say, Baba left body. That time we didn't have like we came awake and all that. And
Didn't your heart just sink? Didn't your heart just...
no, I'm just, let me tell, real experience, which I still feel in my soul and body. So I said, okay. And then next to bedroom was Baba's room. No, we used to have small centers. So I just went and sat there. There was such deep silence. No tears, no sorrow, just deep silence. And then they had asked me to make calls to other centers. I realized that once Baba said, when a pure soul will leave body, it won't cause sorrow. That means our love with Baba, our attachment with Baba had that purity. It was not body consciousness. It was not anything. Everything was altruistic. And so that kind of relationship where you support, you give love. One time we were sitting in with Dadi Janki in New York in my room, and most of seniors we were there. You all have to do nothing, only give love. We said, but when we are too loving, people get very attached, and we don't want that. She said, no, there is no attachment in purity. And because, so I think you all understand what I am saying. My experience with Prabha Baba, then it was all dadis, Prakashwani Dadi left. I was remembering Mama when she left body. And actually, what role I and Jayanti when got is only because Dadi Janki always spend more time here. So otherwise, we asked them, no, we are in the foreign land and with my health, and no, Nirmal said whatever because of what you all got from Brahma Baba, from all the dadis, little bit from everyone. So love is important. Power of love is very important, but yeah, you have to watch yourself.
And I think what you're saying too is that characterizes spiritual friendship. There's a purity in the friendship. So that's what allows
Because
it.
If somebody, we get messages, this one is not well, this is not well. And if you just send a message or make a call, it makes difference in that person's life. So or somebody is in hospital, and if you have a chance, make little soup and send because person cannot,
I remember being with Rashman Mehta. You were there at the end. I think he held your hand for 3 hours or something.
He was our lawyer. And when he was leaving body, then we went to see him. And I just gave him hand, and he won't let hand go for
a long time.
Yeah,
he held on to it like he was taking your love, I think.
Otherwise, he was such as a lawyer, they are very, they know what to say or not to say. They don't just talk, right? Because everything can be seen as a legal advice. But before he was leaving body, then one of the sister was visiting him, and he gave quite a big cash. Gave to Sister Mohini, it's for her treatment. And I had really tears. I said, you don't expect, but the love is expressed how to support
immense love,
in some way or other.
Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, I want you to help demystify something for me. Do thoughts create karmic accounts? Now I'm thinking of that Merle, that class we had. I think it was Ishu Didi's class about thoughts creating karmic accounts. I remember Baba saying to us many times, storms come to me first. I know they'll come to you. Don't act on them. Those thoughts will come. Don't act on them. So I always understood him to be saying that the thought itself wasn't creating the karmic account, but if I acted on the thought, that's what created the karmic account. So can you clarify this?
This question was asked, and in Mama's Bonely there is the answer. Mama said that even one is like committing sin or wrong action, but even just to have that thought somewhere shows, no, some, whether it's anger or revenge or some money, some, people give money, go and kill this one, go and, but when they find out who said it, from where it started, so it's from the thought, no. So somewhere it's not a sin, but it's a mistake, definitely. We shouldn't have those kinds of thoughts. Okay. For anything, for anyone.
Okay.
And these days, Baba says thoughts are very important because the vibration of that thought. So I have to serve through the thought, not that I have to think of anything negative for anyone.
So let's say I'm having lots of good, loving, happy thoughts. And then from somewhere that I don't know, from some old sanskars, some not nice thought comes in. And I try to move it away quickly, but it came. Did it create a karmic account?
See, this also shows lack of practice. It's giving you indication that you need to be more practicing.
Quicker, catch it before it lands.
Because there will be towards the end lot of settling, and settling will be waves of sorrow, waves of worry, waves of so many different kinds of, they coming to test you. But again, if you are strong, stable, and so merging in Baba's love, merging in Baba's remembrance, we have to practice a lot, I would say. If we are doing it, but moderately, right? But this year it has to be very, very powerful, consistent, so that nothing influences us. Nothing can be obstacle for us.
Okay. Okay, so I have a question for you. Yesterday's blessing was about unity. So what creates unity? What creates unity in a family, in a country? What is it that really moves us towards unity?
Love and forgiveness, because I see so many souls, and they did something or said something, but sometimes instruments don't forgive them. And they carry that. And when they carry it, I always say a person or a group of people have something else. We created it. We have to be very careful. I always say, even in India, that be careful. Because again, that group will bother you because you will say, oh, they're doing this or why.
Right.
So even if there is something which we find is not right, we should try our best to kind of compromise or agree, or it's all love. No?
Yeah.
But if we not, then
I have more questions for me.
Yeah.
All right, let me just say one more thing. This business about forgiving. You remember at Dadi Janki's 90th birthday, when someone asked her the question about how could we possibly forgive the bombers of the Twin Trade Towers, and she said, not only do you have to forgive them, you have to forget it ever happened. Can we even do that? Can we forget when something happened?
No, I remember that anger at that time. I know in Harmony House we have, from our area, there were at least 10 firefighters who were burned there and lost their life. So we used to do meditation in the sink. So people will ask, forgiveness or justice? I said both can be done. First you forgive them, and then whatever crime is there is legal law is there. So why internally we carry those negative feelings or anything? Because then the way we think, then whole vibration and atmosphere becomes like that. So I told them that yes, anger, I can imagine, and that's your feelings, but let's law do that, and you remain, still you send the good wishes vibration, like we are taught, though. I remember I landed in Newark airport from Malaysia, and when I got in the car, they say Twin Tower. I said that time they didn't know it's terrorist act. Quickly get in the car. And I got in the car, but by the time all bridges to New York, everything was closed. So we knew we cannot go.
Yeah.
So anyway, brother who came, he had some friends in New Jersey. So all went there. And because that lady does babysitting, luckily she was there. And they had television on and fire, that second tower, and they keep watching all day. And I keep saying, no, Baba says, when there is fire, you don't watch. You try to see how it can be extinguished, right? So those who are doing it, if they are in that anger or revenge, how to kind of extinguish their fire of anger and revenge. Because then they went on towards Pentagon, then they went towards White House, and a lot of stories are there, but forgive, and of course we believe in justice also.
Very good. I have more questions, but
No.
the boss has told me I'm finished. So. Thank you very much, Didi. I love listening to you.
Didi, yesterday Sister Marilyn was supposed to. She has one question, so.
Yeah, come, Marilyn.
Can I trade places with you? Why don't you come here and I'll move somewhere? There's a microphone here, but I can't see.
Yeah, because Gayatri called the voice of America.
Voice of America.
Okay. So, Om Shanti Didi. Thank you for giving me a chance. Om Shanti Avekti Parivar.
Just say some about you.
Oh, yes. My name is Sister Marilyn. I come from Boston. I have been with Baba for 19 years, I guess, now. And so it's my privilege and it's a blessing to be here with you. So thank you. Actually, just my one question is going back to love. What is the relationship between love and being able to feel Baba's love, and especially love of the family, and worthiness? Because Baba said today, you're becoming worthy, and those who are worthy make others worthy. So what's the relationship between that?
One thing we always remember, it's not I love you, but God loves me, and I share God's love with everyone. And one Jewish woman was the first student in Harmony House. She said that you all are able to be giving love, and it is because you're not giving your love, you all are giving God's love. And I underline that it's true, because as much love I get from Baba, I'm loving naturally. I'm not creating like, oh, I have to be loving. Feeling Baba's love automatically, creates that. So I think that we should always remember Baba's love, and also soul towards soul, that love. What was second?
About worthiness. How is worthiness connected to that? Yeah.
I think that for everything we have to qualify, right? So if we want like inheritance of Baba, in Lokik world also, Father has lot of to give, but he doesn't just give. He will first look at, and then even if he's supposed to give equally, but he will look at the worthiness. So worthy is like, could be obedient, could be faithful, could be responsible, and it's that kind of worthiness.
Yeah.
Many times we say, no, oh, this is worth it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's something like that.
That's interesting, because I think, I don't know, for me, coming from this culture, that worthiness is not something I can identify so much with, the feeling worthy of something. It's something I have to build. So yeah. So I guess with Baba's helping us to build that worthiness within.
One time the Adiguls are appreciating that we are in foreign world, and even the main instruments, they love us, they respect us. It's not we using any authority, but it's a lot of love and respect. And then immediately she said, worthiness. You have to earn it. And that is through your worthiness.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Didi, for sharing.
And that's good.
I appreciate it so much, and thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Shanti, thank you. Now tomorrow is Saturday. Schedule from Amritwela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And we'll be keeping our Zoom on for the whole day Patti. Then we follow by Hindi Avek Murli from 7 to 8:30 a.m. And then we'll Patti continue. And then in the afternoon, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avekti Children class, 3 to 4 p.m. Avekti Youth class. But he will continue in the evening, Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. So now let's remember Baba. Take drishti from Didi.
ब्रह्म तेरी कुर्बानी सबसे ऊंचा तेरा त्याग, तेरे कदमों के निशान सिखलाए बेहद का तेरी कुर्बानी सबसे ऊंचा ब्रह्मा तेरी कुर्बानी, सबसे ऊंचा तेरा त्याग, तेरे कदमों के निशान सिखलाए बेहद का वैराग। हद से तूने नाता तोड़ा, बेहद से हमको जोड़ा। हद से तूने नाता तोड़ा, बेहद से हमको जोड़ा। खोल दी राहें तूने वतन की, सबको फरिश्ता बना कर छोड़ा। ब्रह्मा तेरी कुर्बानी, सबसे ऊंचा तेरा त्याग, तेरे कदमों के निशान सिखलाए बेहद का तूने न देखी जात और पात, सबके लिए लगाई दिन रात। तूने न देखी जात और पात, सबके लिए लगाई दिन रात। देश धर्म कुल किसने न देखा, तुझ में पाया पिता और माँ। ब्रह्मा तेरी कुर्बानी, सबसे ऊंचा तेरा त्याग, तेरे कदमों के निशान सिखलाए बेहद का वैराग। ब्रह्मा तेरी कुर्बानी, सबसे ऊंचा तेरा त्याग, तेरे कदमों के निशान सिखलाए बेहद का वैराग।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति।